My name is Jill McGee, and my mom is Cheryl Long. One of my memories of my mom when I was a kid was I was never allowed to be sick because your mom's a nurse. You just get medicine and go to school. So I remember joking with my mom still today that my kids are never going to be able to be sick because now, of course, I became a nurse. So that's one of the running jokes in our family is we're never allowed to be sick as a kid because our parents were nurses. But now I watch my mom serve at church. She's on the altar guild, but serving our family, she watches our two kids while we go to our small group, and just anytime she's willing to jump in and help out. So I think moms are always serving, whether it's with tiny little children all the way up until it never stops. I think growing up watching my mom serve and be a servant lead, maybe want to be more of a servant leader in my house or in the church as well. So we go on mission trips to Israel and we serve there. And then, of course, we try to find ways to serve here. It's a little bit harder with small kids. But before we moved here, we would serve in the church every Sunday in the nursery there. And now at home, I try to instill that in Lucy and Fulton to be helpful around the house and try and just be nice at school and help their teacher. And well, I do know that my mom, something they may not know about my mom is that her favorite movie is The Sound of Music. We love to go to Disney World. One thing that I hope my mom knows is that I'm super grateful for her and for all the things that she did for our family and all the things she's done now and will do. And I can't imagine life without her. And I hope she stays around forever and ever and ever. But we just love you and can't wait to celebrate you. I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
My name is Mason Coleman, and my mom is Crystal Coleman. One of the earliest memories I probably have of my mom is her uh, reading books to me at night. I never wanted to go to bed when it was time, so I'd always uh, make her read at least like 5 books to me. I'd go pick them out of the basket and just have like 5 of them in my bed. One of the ways I've seen her serve is well, through her work. Uh, she's constantly doing little things for uh, her coworkers and the kids that she has taught in the special groups they have her meet with. She's always encouraged me to find ways to serve. Well, the way it's impacted me is just that it's encouraged me to do the same. A funny thing that I can think of is, and this she used to scare me when she'd do this. It was always hilarious. Whenever we're watching a Braves game or a Georgia Bulldogs game, whenever there's a great play that's made, she'll sometimes jump up off the couch and start cheering at the top of her lungs. It's always funny. Well, she's no matter what, if I ask her for help, she's always been there to help me and tried to help us the best that she can. And I really hope that she knows how much I really appreciate it. Happy Mother's Day. I love you, Mom.
My name is Ryan Smail, and my mom is Leanne Smail. My earliest memory with my mom is she dropped me off for pre-K one day, and for whatever reason, I just randomly started crying. And so she parked and came back and made sure I was okay before she left. My mom has served in multiple ways. She's worked in the hospital for over 30 years now, and especially when COVID hit and everyone had to go back in, she worked 60 plus hour weeks and did way more than she needed. And then in the church, she's done prayer room stuff. She's helped with choirs. She's made breakfast for the choirs when we sing in the mornings. So my mom serving has definitely taught me, given me a good example of what I should be doing or strive to be doing. She's never really complained about, getting up early and going to help out or having to work late nights. She's always just been so selfless about it and set a good example for what I should be trying to do. Something people might not know about my mom is that she likes to sing to our cat whenever she's feeding him. Something I've never said to my mom that I wish she knew is that she always knows how to put a smile on my face. Um, It's just a mother's love type of thing where you know exactly what's wrong with your kids or your family whenever something happens without them even having to say it. Um, so whenever I get to see her when she's home from work, because she works night shifts and I'm obviously at school during the day, she always knows what to say and what we can talk about that'll put a smile on my face, and I really appreciate it. I love you, Mom.
I'm Kate Peterson. My mom is Joanne Peterson. Probably one of the earliest memories I've had with my mom is like just going to like the mountains and stuff like that, and just Bedfords, just walking around with her and stuff like that, following in her shadows when I was younger. I've seen her serve pretty much everywhere in life. I mean, she's always giving to the community, always trying to help as much as she can. I mean, that's how I've learned my giving abilities and wanting to continue to do more because of how much she's taught me how to give and to love with all your heart and just try to give as much as you can. It just really has shown me like how hard you can serve, and like even if like you may not be able to get all of that you have, you can give as much as you can, and that to even if like it might be hard, just continue to go and just never give up. She's actually a really good artist. She won't brag about it, but she's super good at painting and drawing, and she's really talented in multiple ways artistically and doing flowers to bows to everything. But she's really, really good at painting, and she may not say it, but she is. How much I love her, just like how much I'm like truly am thankful for her, even if she like, I know sometimes I'm in a bad mood, but yada yada, but like how much she like truly does for me and how thankful I am for it. And just like, I know I could never show it back because she shows so much to me and gives so much for me, but just how much I'm thankful for it and how much I love her for that. I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
I am Amy Knowles Kilpatrick. My mother is Wesley Knowles. One of the earliest memories I have of my mom is that she was at everything we did. She was at every church function. She went on every youth group trip. She went on every choir tour trip. We even played softball together. I was the youngest person on the team and she was the oldest person on the team. So her being present with everything in our lives was a special early memory. I have seen my mom serving by putting the needs of other people ahead of her own. That is very evident in her marriage. It's evident from the very earliest days when she put her career aside and worked so that my dad could go to medical school, and has always been there putting our needs as children ahead of her own, and is actually very well known for being Mama Knowles to all the kids in our circle of friends. And even to this day, they consider her to be Mama Knowles because they always knew that she was there for them. Watching my mother over the years, I think, has really put a priority in my life of wanting to focus more on other people than myself, being involved in the church. And I feel like I've done that in a lifelong way. I'm serving in different ways that are my strengths. She has different strengths. So instead of trying to fill her shoes, I kind of created my own path for service. Something people don't know about my mother is that she has been an avid athlete. I call her the athlete in the family. All of us have our own athletic abilities, but she has standing high school records for basketball. She has played tennis well into her 70s, ranked, and played competitive tennis. So I have grown up with her always being involved in some type of sporting athletic activity. Something I've never said to my mother, because I would say we are a hugging family, but not so much a touchy-feely family, is that I have admired her. I feel like in my own way, followed in her footsteps, and I am immeasurably honored and pleased that she and Dad have moved here to Augusta, and they actually live with me now. So I think that's an honor, and I hope she understands that I don't take that for granted. I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
Hi everyone, my name is Bradleigh Perkinson and my mom is the one and only Maria Carpenter. One of the earliest memories I have of my mom, there were a lot to choose from, but one thing that stuck out to me was I was maybe 3 or 4 Halloween night, and I fell on a driveway and scraped both of my knees. And I was Tinkerbell. So I had tights on, and I was very cute, but I scraped both my knees and had to go home. And I was just obviously in tears. And my mom had to help me take my tights off, which were stuck to my scraped knees. And it was torturous, but I just have this memory of my mom, and this is a common theme throughout my young life of her just doing what had to be done, but always doing that with compassion and empathy for me. Obviously, I was not happy about that, but I'm here. We got the tights off, and I'm pretty sure I had a great Halloween after that. So that was probably one of my earliest memories of my mom. My mom, I have seen her serve like nonstop since I can remember. She served at the church when I was in the youth group, whether it be at the candy table every Sunday night, the MYF store, up to going on Love Unlimited trips with us and being a chaperone there. She serves her neighbors really well. She's always checking in on the folks in her community now, even back, at another house we lived in, she, bonded with like the neighbor kids and, always had them over to do fun activities. So she just has a servant's heart. So anywhere she is, I think she just serves. And I think that's really impacted how I view service. It's really just a way of life and it's a mindset. It's not like, oh, I need to sign up for this thing or, check this box. It's just how do you approach life and how do you approach interacting with people. And my mom has definitely taught me to just approach people that way with a heart for serving them, which is exactly how her mom was before her. So I definitely think that I'm not there yet, but I want to be just like my mom when I grow up, especially when it comes to serving. What's something others might not know about my mom? I won't reveal too much, but I feel like maybe people know this about my mom, but Dateline and like 48 Hours, mystery, anything true crime is like a personality type. Like my mom loves true crime, and will tell me about all of the gruesome stories that she's heard about, and it's something I do not have in common with her, but I, listen because I love you. And yeah, she's obsessed with Dateline. But I don't know if that's a secret or not. I think that might be like general knowledge. Anyways, what's something I've never said to my mom that I hope she knows? I definitely try to let my mom know how much I love her, but it's never a bad time to say it again. You're my hero. You are like my favorite person in the world. I look up to you in so many aspects of who you are, your tenacity and your passion, your the way that you hold your beliefs strongly, but you love people well where they are. And I just really admire the person that you are, and I think you're the greatest, and I love you. Happy Mother's Day.
My name is Caroline Hearn, and my mother is Sandy Hearn. One of the earliest memories of my mom is when she taught me and my best friend how to ride a bike in our cul-de-sac, and it was very hectic, but she did the job, and we both learned how to ride our bike in that day. I've seen my mom serve in ways through our family and through our community. When I was a kid, we used to do Meals on Wheels together, and we'd used to go visit old folks and bring them meals, and that was one of my favorite ways to serve with her. Watching my mom serve others as I grow up really made an impact on me to serve others, which has led into my career path, working with special needs. One of the things that some people may not know about my mom is that she has a really contagious laugh. For an example, in the movie theater, my mom will start laughing if it's a funny movie, and she cannot stop. And it can get embarrassing sometimes, but definitely makes us laugh too. Something I've never told my mom, and that I hope she knows, is that she's my rock in life. I don't know where I'd be without her by my side, cheering me along the way. Happy Mother's Day. I love you, Mom.